I have DID, which is dissociative identity disorder, previously known as multiple personality disorder. All of the drama in the community, along with the drama going on in my personal life, has caused around 4 to 6 new alters to split or form. Before we start, I just want to say I put lotion on my hands before this video, and I forgot to put my ring back on, so I am still engaged. I'm just not wearing it for this video. Hi, my name's Holly and welcome to my channel. If you don't know what I do, I anonymously share my followers' diary pages, so none of these stories are mine. But I will be talking about my own experiences regarding this topic. This week's video is about quarantine. And I feel like I have to say I'm not being ignorant to the other problems that are going on during this time. I know that they exist and I know that they are important, but for this specific video, I will just be focusing on mental health. I just felt like people haven't been talking about this enough. Just because other people have it worse doesn't mean that this doesn't deserve attention or that those people struggling don't deserve help or a voice. Mental health is a very real and serious issue, so let's just get right into it. Dear Diary, it's been tough lately, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why. One of my biggest struggles is usually the stress of school, but now that we are in quarantine, I'm stress-free. I still don't understand why I have this murky, numb, confused feeling 24/7. Is it because I'm alone? Am I worried? Am I falling back into depression? I just don't know what to do with myself anymore. I have no one right now. I live with my mom and sister. My mom works as a nurse, so we hardly see her. I'm left to take care of my sister, which is something to do, but she just sits and plays Xbox. I've never been the type who opens up about how I feel or what's going on. I'm scared that I'll be judged or misunderstood, or just something terrible will happen to me. I'm growing further and further away from my friends and family. The numbness is taking over. I need help. Sincerely, S. I felt this one, and I know a lot of other people are feeling this too, and it's honestly no surprise. When you don't have that human interaction and you're experiencing the same thing every single day, you will fall into that loneliness and numbness feeling. We aren't meant to stay cooped up, so when we are, it's a huge struggle. I recently heard that progress can often be found right next to happiness. We as humans love to feel like we're overcoming a challenge, or we are progressing or just moving forward, and obviously we're all kind of stuck right now. I really don't have a solution for this because I relate too. I have work, I work full-time still, and I do have YouTube and TikTok, but even that has been hard. I think it's just because I don't want to be in my room anymore. I'm sick of it. Being in the same place and doing the same things every single day, it just gets to you. It messes with you. I'm craving to experience something new, something different, and I think I'm realizing how crucial that is to my well-being, to actually have genuine fun and be with different people and experience new stuff, and I think we're all in the same boat there. Long story short, it's just kind of been sucking for me too lately, so I'm right there with you guys. Let's read another one. Dear Diary, I hate quarantine. My mom is toxic. She gets in my mind and tells me I'm not good enough, and she points out everything that is wrong with me. She locks me in my room and takes the key. She takes my technology and anything I find any satisfaction in. She favors my little sister and acts like I'm not there. My dad isn't in the picture, so it's not like I can turn anywhere. I feel so insecure because she tells me I'm too fat, too short, I have too much acne. The list goes on. School was my escape. I feel so alone. I don't know what to do anymore. Sincerely, R. This is something I think about all of the time. I can't imagine all of the wives, the children, and even husbands who are stuck in abusive households right now because they can't leave, and a lot of the systems aren't even up and running right now. And then of course I think about all of the alcoholics, drug addicts who can't attend the meetings or get the right medications or anything like that. It's just like every day I realize a new negative outcome of this that I haven't even considered before. It also made me realize how important community is to everyone's safety and well-being. I get that people are really happy that the environment and the earth is doing a lot better, but humanity is doing so much worse. This virus isn't the only thing that's affecting or killing people right now, and it's something that needs to stay in our prayers. On to the next. Dear Diary, I feel like everything has been off lately. Since I've been stuck at home because of quarantine, I've had a lot of self-reflection and thinking time. Although I'm grateful that during this time I've worked on myself in different ways to get better and better, I have been losing a lot of confidence, and I seem to always be bringing myself down and comparing myself. Since I've been at home 24/7, I've had a lot more time on my hands. That means more time on my phone and social media. When I scroll through endless hours of TikTok, I see so many beautiful girls who are so talented. It makes me feel as if I need to look and act a certain way, and that way is the only thing that is considered to be beautiful. It's hard to love myself and my body when I'm on social media seeing all of these beautiful girls for hours on end. I feel like every single day I waste my time on these apps, I find myself not liking what I look like more and more. There's been nights where I cry and talk to myself about things I wish I could change, and what I wish I could do. It makes me upset thinking about it. I wish I could get off social media and work on myself a lot more, but then I am, and it makes it hard for me to do, because our society, myself included, relies on these apps and uses them every single day, to the extent that it's our only thing we do. I know there's many other girls and women who think the same way, but really, every one of us is beautiful. I wish I could always love myself for who I am and how I look. Sincerely, S. I actually have a lot to say about this one. I truly believe that our phones and constant scrolling affects our mental health and body image 10 times more than we think. Yeah, of course, social media affects, the way we think about ourselves and how we love ourselves, but I think it goes beyond that. It's also just about being on your phone. The amount of time that we spend on our phones, like looking at other people, viewing them, commenting on them, responding to them. We never leave any time for ourselves anymore. And how do we expect to fall in love with ourselves if we don't even spend time with ourselves? We don't spend enough time in silence with our thoughts, our new ideas, the things that we love, our hobbies. It's funny because love is such a simple concept for us when it comes to loving other people, because we will spend quality time with them. We will put our phones down for them. We will treat them with care and respect. But when it comes to loving ourselves, it's like we're lost. But it's the same thing. You have to do the same things for yourself. Put your phone down for yourself. A lot of people talk about how to improve self-love and improve their self-relationship. It's like, do you even have one? It probably doesn't exist. Care and respect your bodies and minds. Do little things that you love. Dive into your hobbies more. I promise you, the constant feeling of comparison and like you're not good enough will fade away the less time you spend on your phone and the more time you spend on you. I know it's hard, but it's just too important to ignore. Just try to spend less time on your phone. Get yourself to a point where you have control over your phone and your phone doesn't have control over you. Enough of that, next one. Dear Diary, the last 2 months have been hard. Ever since the quarantine started, my mental health has been getting worse, and a lot of recent events haven't helped. I have DID, which is dissociative. I have DID, which is dissociative identity disorder, previously known as multiple personality disorder. And all of the drama in the community, along with the drama going on in my personal life, has caused around 4 to 6 new alters to split or form. About a week ago, I broke up with my boyfriend. I did it for 2 main reasons. The first one is if I did anything stupid to myself, which I have already tried to do many times during quarantine, I didn't want him to hurt more because of it. And the second reason is I've lost myself. I don't know who I am anymore. I really hope things get better soon, because I can't take this for much longer. Sincerely, A. So it's one thing to spiral out of control when you were fine before all of this, but it's another to already be struggling with your mental health and then have it worsen in quarantine. I can't imagine all of the people who are missing their therapists, are having a hard time taking medication, or who are just sitting alone in their houses and they have no one to help them. I'll say it again, this virus isn't the only thing that's killing people. It's why I wanted to make this video, to raise awareness, because I just don't see a lot of people talking about it. I do see a lot of people, however, happily shouting on social media, stay home, stay safe, which is fine. But I think a lot of people don't realize, okay, it's not that easy. A lot of people are having a really, really hard time with this. And I'm not saying to break quarantine. I understand the purpose, but it's ignorant to think that it's just that simple for everyone. Some might have a really happy family and they have a really nice and safe home. There's enough food on the table, they are financially stable, and they also have a stable mind. If you have that, good for you. I'm happy you have that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Definitely count your blessings, but it's not like that for everybody. And this is just covering mental health. This isn't even getting into financial problems or the long list of things that are just kind of blowing up in a lot of people's faces. So be kind, be understanding, and don't dare say that someone doesn't deserve to complain, because that's basically saying that they don't deserve help, and that's not the case. Before you leave, be sure to subscribe. All of my social media will be linked below, and of course, if you do want to submit, details will also be in the description. Bye.